let's take it straight to Aarti Industries. The company's Q3 performance has been weak year on year, but it was another quarter of sequential growth. Rajendra V Gogri, the chairman and managing director at the company, joins us now to talk about that. Mr. Gogri, good morning. Always great speaking with you. Thank you for joining us on the show. I wanted to understand how the demand situation is currently, because you had mentioned that in certain segments like dyes, pigments, polymers, there is some recovery in demand, but the quarter has been very weak for you. So just tell us about the situation on the ground currently, and if you're seeing recovery, what kind of growth are we looking at in Q4 and FY25?
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, that inventory correction and all is going on sequentially. So our Q3 performance was better. So discretionary side, I think sequentially demand is getting better, and so Q4 will be better than Q3. And FY25 for discretionary should be near normal. But agrochemical, I think product-specific pain may remain carry forward in FY25 also. As far as the demand is concerned.
No, so can you give me some numbers? In the 9 months of this year, the revenues were down about 7%. You're sitting on a base of around 500 crores for 9 months of this year. Do you see further pressure before things recover? And what is do you see single-digit growth in FY25? Any kind of estimates?
Yeah, this first 9 months we had about 700 crore plus EBITDA, and this year FY24 we are targeting about 952,000. But next year we expect almost 50% jump in EBITDA. So EBITDA target about 1450 to 1700 crores next year, based on both the volume growth as well as some margin growth as the normal market demand recovers. So substantial increase is expected in next year, FY25.
Okay. So basically about a 40% growth in EBITDA, right? In FY25 over FY at the lower end, but it could be higher if you do 1700 crores
Yes.
in FY25, 20-25% volume growth. Mr. Gogri, so is the worst behind? I think from a investor standpoint, that's the big question. At what point have things troughed as you see it? What's going to be? Just talk to us about that, because we have the numbers, and is it going to be a sort of tactical kind of a recovery, and again you see a bit of a slump, or have you seen the worst and now for the next couple of years things are going to be up? You said discretionary demand should be back to normal next year. Go on, sir.
Yeah, I think as per the discretionary demand, next year should become normal. So worst is over, and I think agro also, I think after a couple of quarters we should get a normal demand. And as we have been putting up more capacities, for us, definitely this year will be the launch pad for multi-year growth. So like next year we're expecting 40% plus. And subsequently also we expect a sizable growth coming in with a new product range.
So agri-chem should also normalize, say in FY20, but only maybe a year out, sometime early FY26?
No, FY25 general indication is by a couple of quarters, I think it should normalize. That is a normal indication from all ag-chem companies. So second half of FY25 should be near normal for ag-chem also.
Got it. All right. Hi, Mr. Gogri. Morning, and good to see you win. So the 950 to 1,000 crores and around 1,500 to 1,700 crores in terms of EBITDA. But the sense I get is you're bracing for better times going ahead. And I say that because of your capex plans. For this year, I think capex plan was around 1,200 crores. You could correct me on that number. And for the next 2 years, I think you have a capex plan of around 2,500 to 3,000 crores. Could you give us, outline this capex plan? And what is your debt number? And what does it go to at peak levels?
Yeah, FY24 around 1,200 to 1,300 crore. And FY24 and FY25 combined is 2,500 to 3,000 crores. And as far as debt is concerned, we had about 2,900 crore debt currently. And some debt increase will happen in FY25.
So what is the peak level, sir? 2,900 is the net debt in the books?
Yes. Next year in around 3,700, 3,800 kind of a debt in FY25 may happen.
So, and the debt peaks out at around these levels, I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah.
And on this capex that you're talking about of closer on 2,500, 3,000 crores for the next 2 years, could you give us what it could be the asset turn on that?
Yeah, this our new products. What line we are adding is more on more value-added products. So asset turn will be around 1.2 on that.
Okay. So you're saying next year in FY25, your debt will be 3,800 crores and your FY25 EBITDA, you're looking at 1,450 to 1,700 crores, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, got it. Can you tell us how chemical prices are panning out at the moment? Is there an increase that you've seen in benzene and toluene prices? And what is the expectation over the next 6 to 12 months?
Yeah, current quarter the benzene toluene prices have seen increase, and actually that tends to more with mirror with the crude oil also. So we cannot have any forecast over 6 to 12 months. We generally follow crude oil prices.
Okay. And can you tell us what is the update as far as long-term contracts are concerned? Most of your long-term contracts have not seen the revenues materializing substantially, but when will it start contributing to your own revenues?
Yeah, this last contract what we have announced is already running on a full stream, 1,500 crore per year. And the 3,000 crore also already is a running contract. And that also the volumes will be continuing from that.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Gogri, we'll leave it there, sir. And good to hear that you're saying that in your own words, worst is over. Discretionary demand should be good. 40% growth in EBITDA and FY25, and AgChem should also do well starting in a couple of quarters. So basically, second half of FY25 when that should start to sort of come in as well. Thank you very much for joining us. That's Aarti Industries, 672 is where the stock is at. Well.